Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake. It's me, and sorry about the resolution quality of the video here. Um, I am using my new laptop that I got for Christmas. Um, and so I thought that I would go ahead and try doing a video using the computer instead of setting up the whole lighting equipment and all that other fun stuff. So here it is. Um, as of right now, it is December 30th at 10:38 p.m. and I can't sleep. I'm a little bit restless, and so I thought, why not do a video? Sorry about the hair. Um, just my general overall appearance. I'm sorry about. Uh, but I know you guys have seen me in worse condition than this. Uh, yeah, so it is an HP 15 something or another. It's got 4 gigs of memory, a 1 terabyte hard drive, 3 USB ports, 1 HDMI port, and a DVD reader and writer. Uh, my sister and her boyfriend got it for me for Christmas, so I thought that was really cool of them. I've really been needing a computer for a long time now, and I even went as far as to apply for a credit card just to try to get one during Black Friday. There was another HP that I saw that I really, really wanted, and it was originally $546, marked down to $299, and I was just racking my brain trying to think of how I was going to be able to come up with the money to buy this thing. And I thought, well, maybe if I took out a credit card, my monthly payments might be low enough that I could maybe swing it or whatever. But that just didn't. That just didn't happen. So I have this one, and I'm loving it so far. I'm able to run Photoshop and do my video editing for my YouTube, and just some of the other things that I used to be able to do with my old Dell 1545. Such a great computer. I wish I could resurrect that one, honestly. Um, we got it back in, or I got it back in 2009, and matter of fact, I still actually have it. Um, here's my baby. I love this computer, but since 2009, this thing has systematically broken down. Um, what all has happened to it? If first of all, uh, one of the USB plugs got broken, then the CD-ROM cover fell off. Um, then the monitor started going out, and you had to smack it and do all this other stuff to it. Then the fan started going out, and then eventually the hard drive just died on me. And even though this is a dinosaur, I really loved this computer. It had so much power to it. And I actually have a friend who works on computers, and I'm going to see if I could probably take the memory out of this one and use it on my new computer. I kind of doubt that I can, because I think this one only had 2 gigs of memory, maybe 3. Uh, and I really would like to upgrade this new computer to 8 or 12 gigs of memory. But yeah, this is my baby. I will always love this computer, and it's hard for me to say goodbye to it. And I'm still not 100% sure that I am going to say goodbye to it. Like I said, I may have my friend try to resurrect it and at least run Windows 7 on it. Um, when I got it, it was a Windows what was it? Windows XP, I think it was. And then I upgraded to Windows Vista. And then from Vista, it went into Windows 7. And it took all those upgrades like a freaking champ. I mean, I was really, really scared of putting 7 on this. It even said that it could take 8 or 10 when 10 came out. And I thought, well, you know what? I really don't like 10. 7's where I'm comfortable at. So let me just go ahead and keep up my 7 laptop. And that's what I did. I love this thing. Like, this has been to California back several times. It's been everywhere with me. Anytime that I would leave my house for more than a day, it was with me. It's been to Seattle, been to freaking, yeah, it's been to California 12 times. And so I'm really sentimentally attached to this computer. And, it's kind of weird how you get attached to things, or at least maybe that's just me. I get really attached to my electronics and things like that. Um, just growing up, I was always so fascinated with electronics, and like I wouldn't go to the toy aisle. You would find me in the electronics department of like Kmart or, for those of you who are that old, Gemco. Even as a little kid, I would always be at the electronics aisle. No matter what store I go into, if they have an electronics section, I'm always in there, kind of poking my nose around, seeing what's going on. I actually got kicked out of a Sears one time because I was playing around with one of their computers and ended up completely reprogramming it. And by the time the store manager got to where I was, I had installed 40 different games onto it and had completely changed the system around so that it was able to not only run faster, but I disabled some of the other stuff. Anyways, that was back when computers were simple. Now, good lord. It took me a day and a half to figure out how to disable the trackpad on this thing because I like using external mice when I'm working on a laptop instead of having to use the trackpad, and especially when I'm working with stuff like Photoshop and things like that. You gotta have really precise uh, movements and stuff like that, and you just can't get that with the trackpad. And so I actually have 2 different type of mice. I have this mouse, and then I have a trackball mouse from Logitech. And yeah, I just love them both. And to even show you what kind of a nerd I am, back in the day when I was still working or able to work, I even have a portable fold-out Bluetooth keyboard. And the reason I had this is because I had just got the Amazon Fire tablet when it first came out, like Generation 1. And I wanted to be able to type on or use this to type and like do notes and stuff on it. And so I thought, well, okay, this is an iWorks, IWERKZ. Hello. But yeah. And it's real flimsy. That's the only thing I don't like about this keyboard. And having huge hands, I'm just like, no. But, yeah, so I totally geek out over technology. And, wow, this still has a charge. I haven't used it in several years. But what I liked about it is it takes like a regular charger, and then the case itself, you put your device right here, and that acts as a little stand. But um, yeah, like I am a technology whore. I love technology. I can't live my life without it. Hence the reason I have 6 Echo Dots. 2 of them are actually right here on the desk with me. I have Generation 3, my Gen 3, and my Gen 2. Well, there we go. My Gen 2. I have the microphones shut off on that. Basically, the reason I have so many is, one, with having my diabetes and stuff like that, and constantly running extreme low sugars, I have them connected into my cell phone, so if anything happens, I could just say, hey, Lexi, call 911 or call so-and-so, and there's one in every room of my house. I have one in my bedroom, bathroom, living room, and kitchen. So I figure, if anything happens, I have that ability to at least call for help. As you see, I have my little Bluetooth headset too. And I actually have like several of these laying around the house. There's 2 right here on my desk also. But I'm constantly connected to my phone. My phone's sitting up here on my shoulder. That's like where I carry it most of the time. But if I can't get to this device, I at least have Lexi to help me out. And then the other thing too is you can daisy chain them together and create what's called like the everywhere group, or that's what I call mine. So if I tell it to play music, I then have surround sound throughout the whole house. So I can listen to my music. And one of my favorite things to do is listen to music while I'm in the shower. And so that's why I'm the one there in the bathroom. And also, if I ever fall in the bathroom or hurt myself, it's there and I could say, hey, Lexi, help me. um, but yeah, so I'm just like fascinated with technology, and I love technology. Bluetooth especially. Like, I remember when I was still in I think I was a freshman in high school when Bluetooth came around, and I used to make fun of it. I'm like, Bluetooth? Why the hell is this called Bluetooth or whatever? But like, I'm obsessed with Bluetooth more so than like wireless or Wi-Fi or what have you. I've always loved Bluetooth, and like this little earbud. This is a Motorola H500, and I've actually had this one since 2005, 2004, 2005. And when I bought it, brand new at Walmart, it was $89. And I happened to go out to the casino with a girlfriend at the time. And I promised myself that if I won any money whatsoever, that all I was going to do was go straight to the nearest Walmart and buy myself a Bluetooth headset. And so here it is, 15 some odd years later. I love this thing. I hate the fact that it has the big USB port thing on the back, but you know, it's part of my identity. Like, most people say, "Oh, I forgot my watch. I feel naked." If this thing isn't in my ear, it's a bad day for your boy here, because I just I have to have it. The other reason I keep it in all the time is because my phone doesn't get really good reception in my house. Because, well, you see my house. It's like 1965 to 1977, that age range. So all this wood paneling is real wood paneling. It's not that laminate stuff. It's like a 1/4 inch thick, and God knows what kind of alabaster or um, what's that? Not alabaster, but anyways, God knows what's in the walls. Asbestos. That's it. So there, I just don't get really good reception in here. And when I had T-Mobile, forget about it. When I first moved to Washington, we had T-Mobile, and I used to have to sit out on the front porch in the dead of freaking winter to use my phone because a girlfriend of mine would call me from California, and that's the only time that we had to talk because she worked night or she worked all day and partly into the night, and so she would call me on her breaks or when she got off work. And so, yeah, long story short, I now have Straight Talk. It gets amazing coverage. It works in my house where the T-Mobile phone really didn't work at all in this house. I'm sure T-Mobile has since upgraded, and as a matter of quite some fact, I know that they have upgraded, but I digress. Straight Talk has been amazing. Haven't had a problem with it in the house, except for just not being able to pick up in certain locations. My desk, my kitchen window, and my bedroom are the only places that it will actually keep and hold a signal. Every once in a while, I can get it to hold the signal back there against that wall. There's a chair there, and every once in a while sitting there, I can get it to catch a signal. But more often than not, I keep it in the bedroom or in an area where it does get reception. So, anyways, yeah, there's all that. And so, since we are like basically New Year's Eve, um, today I had to just stop and take a really good hard look at 2019 and just all of the amazing things that had happened for me, to me, and the shitty things. I've lost a lot of friends, and I've lost, I've just lost a lot of people in my life. I've had people walk out of my life. I've had people come into my life. Um, I've had some really great experiences, like going to Alaska and getting to see that beautiful state and sights that I've never seen before, never thought possible to see before. Um, you know, I got to do my traveling that I wanted. I got my new digital cameras that I wanted, even though they aren't brand new. They're new to me and in really good shape. I'm hoping in 2020 that I get to do some more traveling. There's talks of maybe going to Vegas for my birthday. I'm not a gambler. I mainly just want to go to Vegas to go hang out with a friend of mine that I haven't seen since 2010 or 2011, something like that. It's been a while. I think it was right before my father passed away. So that was like 2013 ish. Um, so yeah, I haven't seen her forever. But yeah, so just I took some time today, like I said, to just reflect on this past year and all the ups and downs and in betweens, and I just feel so blessed to have had the experiences that I've had, to be able to do some of the things that I have been able to do. Um, my health isn't 100%, but it's better than nothing. I finally got my tooth fixed. Still having some, not swelling as much, but there's this lump right here on my gum line that's I'm pretty sure an abscess from when it was worked on, and just a few other things. I have an appointment coming up on the 18th or the 22nd to have like full, like just work done on my mouth. Having fillings done, deep cleaning, that whole 9 yards. And then I have a dermatology appointment set up because I have this little spot right here, and then I have another one under my eye. It's either this eye or this eye. I can't remember which now. But anyways, I think that they might be skin cancer because this thing will not heal. It's just constantly there looking like a pimple all the time. And it's only gotten progressively worse since June of this year. And so I just want to have them go and take a look at it, having been a Southern California baby and having multiple sunburns in my life. Um, it could be skin cancer. It could just be something completely different. I don't know. I've never been to a dermatologist. So I'm going to have that taken a look at. So yeah, some things coming up. Um, but the words that I want to impart with you guys, because I don't know if I'm going to upload another video tomorrow or even for New Year's itself, is that take a moment and just look at your life, good, bad, and in between. The people who have come into your life, the people who have left your life. Don't allow negative experiences to be negative experiences. Look for the positive in the negative. Be mindful of your actions and how your actions affect others. In the coming year, try to be more selfless and giving more of yourself. Do so not expecting to receive anything in return. Just do so because you can. If you have $10 and that's all the money you have left, give 5 of it to somebody. I know it sounds asinine, but when you start giving selflessly and you start doing things without the expectations of being rewarded, you will be rewarded. This year, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I put together bags for the homeless. Now, we all know my financial situation. I get $791 a month, and that's it. But I still felt called to do this. And I wanted to do this. Not for the recognition, not for we're going to pat you on the head and feed you from the hand. None of that glory spotlight me up on Instagram like, yo, check me out. I'm doing XYZ, that blessed life. None of that. I didn't want to attach a religious organization to it. So I didn't go to any churches asking for donations because that's not what this was about. I didn't want to have a religious organization attached to it, and then in order for the people to get the items that they truly desperately needed, they had to be sermoned to. That wasn't what it was about. It wasn't about this organization or that organization helping me out and using their clout within the city to bolster what they already do. That's not what it was about. I didn't want labels or organizations attached to a good deed. I just made up these little bags that had tampons, maxi pads, razors, toothbrushes, dental floss, soap, body, and what else was in there? Q-tips, sanitation wipes, like the little towelettes, and just a few other little things. Oh, and I put in condoms and stuff also. And in there, I put a little card that said, "A gift from your community remember you are loved. And I took that to a homeless shelter and I gave it out, and I gave out socks and full bars of soap. And I did all of this through what little bit of money that I had, and my friends and some people throughout the community donated to me to give to this cause. Um, so, like, I would say all of the toothbrushes, except for maybe about 10, I went out and purchased myself from the dollar store. I purchased everything except for 2 cases of soap and a case of socks. Everything else was donated or I went out and bought. And it wasn't because I have a ton of money to do that. It was because, like I said, I felt called to do that and I needed to fill that calling. So give of yourself selflessly. Help others as much as you would want to be helped. Doesn't matter what your religious views are. Doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican or independent or liberal or whatever the hell else. Give to others because you can, not because you should. Or, however that works out. I'm starting to get tired, so I'm getting a little fuzzy. But, just do something for someone else without the expectation of reward or anything like that coming back on you. The next thing, forgive. Forgive people. Forgive those who have truly injured you or hurt you or have done bad and wrong by you. You're not forgiving them for the sake of forgiving them. Forgive them to release that negative energy and all of that poison that you carry around. When you leave, or when you think of this person after you forgave them, and if you've truly forgiven them, it doesn't leave that bitter taste in your mouth anymore. But if you can still think of that person, it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, you have not truly forgiven them. And I don't care what the issue is, what happened to you. If they molested or raped you, or it's an ex-lover who beat you, or whatever else, forgive that situation. And I know that's really hard to say and think of and to even do in a lot of times. Being a victim of molestation, I understand what it's like to harbor that hatred and that grudge against someone. But you're never going to grow. You're never going to be able to move past unless you forgive the situation. You don't necessarily have to forgive the person, but just forgive the situation that happened. Be sorry that it happened. Forgive the person. Okay, you did wrong by me, but you are not going to take that power away from me anymore. My happiness does not revolve around that evil that you did to me. You're going to feel anger, you're going to cry, you're going to get emotional, and let it go. If you feel you need to cry, you cry your tears until you are literally crying blood. Just let it go. That is the best present that you can ever give to yourself, is just letting go of that hatred, of that negativity, of that poisonous bile. And you're going to feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders by doing so. It was a really long time for me to get to this point in my life, because I held so much animosity toward my biological mother, toward the person who molested me when I was 13, 14, 15, and almost 16. Yeah, it happened multiple times with my biological mother literally 18 feet away from me. Not getting into that story. I don't need to unpack that. That's not what this video is about. So, um, part of my bipolar is that I loop a lot. So I will think about something and it will play on a continuous loop and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat until it literally drives me crazier. Um, so I've thought long and hard about everything that I'm telling you now about the forgiveness of my biological mother, the forgiveness of the person who molested me. Like, I still get angry at people that did me wrong in kindergarten. I'm 38 fucking years old. That shit has sailed, and those people probably don't even remember my name, let alone that they did anything like that to me. But I still remember every detail of every abuse, every negative situation that has happened to me. And earlier I said, don't let a negative situation be a negative situation. Take from it a learning experience. Find the positive in the negative. Example, you've been saying that you need to lose weight and you want to do XYZ, this, that, and the other thing. Your car breaks down. Yes, it's a huge pain in the ass. Most people don't have the money to fix their car right away. We depend so much on our vehicles or whatever. But the positive aspect of that is now you're having to walk to the bus stop. You're having to walk from the bus stop to work or to the grocery store or wherever you got to go. You're now having to walk there. That in turn helps you lose weight. Half a dozen of one and too much of another sometimes, but any day that you wake up not looking at roots is a good day. And that's funny, I know, coming from me and knowing that I'm bipolar and severely depressed, but I try to maintain that level of positivity where I just try. And yeah, there's days where I don't get out of bed because I am just physically ill with the pain and the torment and the suffering of my depression and my anxiety and all the other crap that comes along with mental health. But, on those small, few, and fleeting days where it's a good day, I try to make the best of it. So that is my hope and my wish for you, is to find the happiness that you're looking for, to forgive people so that you are able to move forward and grow, and to just make small positive changes in the world. You see somebody ahead of you who is a few dollars short on their groceries, give it to them. The people are going to be quick to say, no, I don't need your help or whatever else. Force it on them if you need to. If you have a few extra dollars, give it to that person. Do small, generous things. Giving of selflessly will reward you greatly in the end. So I'm now leaving you guys 35 minutes into this video almost. And it's been an amazing year. Thank you all so very much for watching my videos, for being subscribers, new and old. And I'm just sending out this blessing upon all of you. And I hope that the tears that you cried in 2019, water the seeds that you planted, and that you're able to reap what you sowed in 2020. So until then, guys, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you next year. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.